In the heart of Southeast Asia, surrounded by tropical jungles, mountains, and shimmering seas, lies one of the most fascinating and least explored destinations on the planet: Myanmar. This country, formerly known as Burma, remains almost untouched by globalization and retains an authenticity so dazzling it seems straight out of a fairy tale. From wandering monks who walk silently through villages and cities, to women who decorate their faces with tree bark and others who lengthen their necks with metal rings, Myanmar offers a journey to the heart of the spiritual, the enigmatic, and the ancient. Welcome to our channel. If you're interested in learning about other cultures, spectacular places, and traditions around the world that challenge your way of seeing life, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. In this video, we'll take you through Myanmar's most magical landscapes, explore its legends, discover the iconic giraffe women, and understand why this corner of the world is still considered the most authentic country in Southeast Asia. Let's get started. Myanmar borders India, China, Laos, Thailand, and Bangladesh. With more than 676,000 square kilometers, it is the largest country in Southeast Asia and one of the most biodiverse on the planet. Its geography is as vast as it is diverse. Rivers meander through green plains, mist-covered mountains, and pristine beaches where the waves shine with a light of their own. But what truly makes Myanmar special is not just its landscapes, but its people and its traditions. Its history is marked by Buddhist spirituality, which guides the daily lives of millions of its inhabitants. In fact, more than 90% of the population practices Theravada Buddhism, making the country a spiritual cradle of Southeast Asia. One of the most fascinating aspects of Myanmar is the figure of the wandering monk. Wearing their orange robes, these monks walk silently through the streets of cities and towns, receiving food offerings from the inhabitants. This practice, more than a custom, is a sacred act. For those who offer food, it's a way to accumulate good karma. For monks, it's an opportunity to deepen their material detachment and focus on meditation and study. The scene is repeated every morning. Barefoot monks wandering through villages while locals, with respect and devotion, offer them rice, fruit, and other foods. It's an exchange of faith, humility, and gratitude that has remained unchanged for centuries. And amidst this almost mystical setting, rises one of the most incredible places in the world: Bagan. This ancient city is home to more than 2,000 temples, stupas, and monasteries built between the 11th and 13th centuries. From the air, on a hot air balloon ride at dawn, Bagan looks like a postcard from another world. Sacred structures emerge from the mist as the sun tinges the landscape with golden hues. It's a spectacle that simply cannot be described in words. But if you prefer solid ground, exploring Bagan by bicycle is another unforgettable option. You can lose yourself among temples, explore lonely ruins, or simply sit and contemplate how time seems to stand still. Every temple tells a story. Some contain enormous Buddha statues. Others display centuries-old frescoes recounting the teachings of the Dharma. Beyond the temples and monks, Myanmar is home to unique communities that have captured the world's attention. Such is the case of the Giraffe women, belonging to the Kayan tribe. These women are known for wearing a series of metal rings around their necks from a young age. As they grow older, they add more rings, giving the appearance of incredibly long necks. The tradition, although striking, is deeply rooted in the cultural identity of the Kayan people. For them, these rings symbolize beauty, status, and resilience. In many villages, women with longer necks are considered wiser and more respected. Although there is a myth that removing the rings could lead to death, experts claim this is not true. The neck does not lengthen as such. What happens is that the collarbones and muscles adapt to the pressure, and while pulling them back can cause discomfort or muscle weakness, it is not lethal. Even so, the image of the giraffe women has traveled the world as a powerful visual symbol. And, unfortunately, it has also generated controversy. In some regions, this tradition has become so dependent on tourism that some believe many women continue it more for economic than cultural reasons. Some see them as guardians of an ancestral heritage. Others, as victims of exoticization. In any case, it cannot be denied that these women represent one of the most unique cultural expressions on the planet. Another fascinating spot is Inle Lake. This body of water surrounded by mountains is home to floating villages built on bamboo platforms. Here, homes, schools, and markets literally rest on the water. Children learn to sail before they learn to walk. Women grow vegetables in floating gardens, and men fish with unique nets they handle while rowing on one leg. This lifestyle is not only efficient, but has become a manifestation of cultural identity. Watching fishermen balance in their boats as the sun reflects on the lake is an image hard to forget. The boat women, for their part, have also adopted this one-legged rowing technique, demonstrating the adaptability and creativity of these communities. Furthermore, Inle Lake is a center of artisanal production. Here, silver is worked, textiles are made, and traditional products are produced and sold in floating markets. Everything happens on the water, in a kind of aquatic choreography that impresses any visitor. And speaking of curiosities, in Myanmar, not only women wear skirts, but men too. This traditional garment is called longyi and is worn equally throughout the country. It's cool, comfortable, and represents a strong connection to the local culture. For tourists, it may seem odd, but in Myanmar, it's a symbol of elegance and tradition. Another custom that draws attention is the use of thanaka, a paste made from the bark of the lemon tree. Women, and sometimes children, apply it to their faces as natural sunscreen and as a symbol of beauty. This yellow powder, with its artistic patterns, beautifies faces and gives Burmese people a unique appearance. But perhaps the most enigmatic thing about Myanmar is the so-called walking rock, a huge stone that, locals say, moves on its own. Although science has yet to explain this phenomenon, it has fueled legends for generations. And it's not the only natural mystery. On beaches like Giraffe, a bioluminescence phenomenon occurs, where waves glow blue when they hit the shore at night. This spectacle, caused by marine microorganisms, transforms the beach into a setting worthy of a science fiction film. Although Myanmar is visually stunning, traveling through the country can be an adventure in itself. Infrastructure is limited, and journeys are often long and slow. Trains travel at less than 30 kilometers per hour, making each trip a contemplative experience. Shared trucks, with wooden benches and covered roofs, are the most common form of transportation in rural areas. Uncomfortable, yes, but authentic. Tourists should also be prepared for military checkpoints and passport checkpoints. Therefore, it is recommended to always carry several photocopies of your document. Despite these inconveniences, Myanmar is one of the cheapest destinations in the world. You can eat for less than $10 and stay for equally low prices. Even those seeking more luxury can enjoy boutique hotels at affordable prices. In short, Myanmar is not just a country. It is an experience. A place where traditions survive time, where spirituality permeates every corner, and where the everyday becomes extraordinary. Here, past and present coexist in a slow but profound dance, and every encounter with its people is a reminder of the beauty of authenticity. Thank you for joining us for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and activate the notification bell. Remember to share it with your friends and family, and see you on our next adventure.